Hey, I'm here with Buddha baby and my orchids. They have one more little baby blossom. I feel like March is going to be so amazing. Not just because the astrologers tell me so, but I feel it in my bones. Did you guys see that moon last night? Hello, that was insane. Tips, what do you think? Tips, I wanted to talk to you about something. You know why he's not listening to me? Because he knows sometimes I'm not nice. Most of the time I'm not that nice. I have sometimes been told that I'm a yoga instructor. No, I'm so not a yoga instructor. Yoga instructors are nice. They're sweet and they're very soft. I am much more of a hard, strong, passionate, fiery asshole. I am more in line with a director of a play than I am with a yoga instructor. So it's really weird when people take my class and tell me that I'm a yogi, because I'm like, I'm not that nice. I wish I could be that nice. I get really annoyed when people ask me, am I a yoga instructor? Or when Stephen was like, you should get certified in yoga. And I was like, no, because there's a point in any work that I do with someone where I don't want to be nice to them anymore. In fact, they don't want me to be nice to them anymore. And I have to be a dick because I'm good at that and I can do that really well. So case in point. Stephen and I were having a conversation this morning and it got a little out of hand and I called him on some really tough things. I said some really mean things. And then he said, I'm not nice. And then I was like, no, I'm not nice. And I'm over the fact of being nice because I feel like my anger is super powerful and it's a source of my truth. So if I keep putting niceness over my anger, it'll just bury inside of me and then I'll just get sick or very, very angry and sick. And that's happened to me before. So I refuse. That's happened to me once when I lied. And now I know that lying is based on like anger, being unable to be truthful, right? So the reason that sometimes I am not as honest as I wish I was or have been in the past is that I'm scared of what the other person is going to do. But now I'm like, this is my truth at this moment. I'm going to say it as best I can. And it's going to come across as angry. And the person will be angry towards me. So it's not that I'm scared of my own anger because I don't think I have that much anger inside. Although I do feel angry when things get upsetting to me, but I don't like walk around with anger towards anybody. I just had an argument with Stevie. He made me angry at that moment. Our conversation was intense, but I don't hold anger towards him. And we actually burnt through that anger towards the other side of that conversation, which as a married couple of 20 years, I highly recommend sitting in that for a little bit, getting over yourself while you're in the room, processing through without like leaving or hurting or breaking anything, and just like push yourself to get to the next conversation. And I always look at it as like an acting coach, an acting director. It's like, I want you to get to that place in the scene because that's going to bring you to the next moment. And if you don't get to that place in the scene, you're never going to get the next moment. A lot of us, we stop shy when we have to stop being nice. Ask any of the women that I've ever worked with, for real. I am so not nice. But I'm super honest. And I'm totally like I will say I'm an asshole. And I highly respect that aspect of me. So I just wanted to talk about that because I think it's important to know, like, if you're going to come take a class with me or even with one of my students, Azarius is not. Azarius, who's going to be teaching the teenagers, he's powerhouse, but he's not the same as me because he's not a woman necessarily. He comes from a very different vibe. And so it's a different power, but their power, like, we definitely have power. Actors are powerful people. And when you're playing small, yeah, no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. We want to see you in your light, in your purpose, in your passion, in your authenticity, and in your well-being. And if it means I have to be a bit of a dick to do it, I can be. So I'm just putting that out there. A lot of people are responding back to me about anger and they're scared of it. And I'm like, that's like being scared of, like, I don't know, a jalapeno pepper. Like, what? That's the most important part of your salad, right? That's the thing that gives it that And stop being afraid of being angry for a minute, because this whole politeness thing, first of all, you can't hold people to their words at the moment that they say something. Like, you gotta understand, like, eventually they'll be able to say it better, but the moment that they're being truthful, if you like then come back at them and be like, you said that word to me when you were upset. Yeah, because I was upset, so that's why I said it, and then I'm over it. Like, if not, it's gonna go down into your body and build. To me, it built a thing in my throat, funnily enough. Talk about that one day. So yeah, I truly believe my lack of ability to be truthful, but like really truthful at the moment that it's happening, was a detriment to my well-being. And so now I try to be as truthful as possible, even if it's gonna hurt. All right. Love. Ain't she a funny thing?